So, when we talk about prayer being a statement of what is so, does that mean God does nothing? Is everything that happens after a prayer just the result of the prayer itself? If you believe God is some all-powerful being who listens to all prayers, says yes to some, no to others, and maybe later to the rest, you're looking at it from a limited perspective. How would God even decide? By what standard? And if you think God is the one creating and deciding every little thing in your life, that's another misunderstanding. God is the observer, not the micromanager. God is always ready to help you live your life, but maybe not in the way you expect. It's not God's job to create or uncreate your circumstances. God created you in the image and likeness of God. You've created the rest using the power God gave you. God designed the process of life, but you have free will to do with it as you please. In a way, your will for yourself is God's will for you. You're living your life exactly as you're living it. And from a divine perspective, there's no judgment on that. This is the big illusion we live in, that God has a strong opinion on what we do day to day. The truth is God doesn't care what you do, and that can be a tough pill to swallow. Think about it like this. Do you care what your children do when you send them out to play? Does it matter if they play tag, or hide and seek, or pretend? Not really, because you know they're safe. You've put them in an environment you trust. Of course, you hope they don't get hurt, and if they do, you're right there to help them, to heal them, to make them feel safe again so they can go out and play another day. But you won't care if they choose a different game tomorrow. You might warn them about dangerous games, but you can't stop your children from doing risky things. Not always. Not forever. A wise parent understands this, but the parent never stops caring about the outcome. This contrast. Not caring about the specific process, but deeply caring about the result is a bit like the nature of God. Yet, in another sense, God doesn't even worry about the ultimate outcome. Why? Because the ultimate outcome is guaranteed. This leads to the second great illusion of humanity, that the outcome of life is in doubt. This very doubt about the final outcome has created our greatest enemy, fear. If you doubt the outcome, you must doubt the Creator. You must doubt God. And if you doubt God, you'll live your whole life in fear and guilt. If you question God's intentions and ability to deliver on the ultimate promise, how can you ever truly relax? How can you find peace? But God has the complete power to match intentions with results. Because we struggle to believe this, we invent an opposing power, something equal to God, just so we can explain how God's will might be thwarted. And so, we created the idea of a devil. We've even imagined God at war with this entity, thinking God solves problems like we do. We've gone so far as to imagine God could lose this war. This all contradicts everything we claim to know about an all-powerful God. But we live in this illusion, and so we feel fear. All because we chose to doubt. But what if you made a new decision? What would happen then? I'll tell you. You would live like the Buddha, like Jesus, like every saint you've ever admired. But, just like them, most people wouldn't understand you. When you try to explain your sense of peace, your joy, your inner bliss, they'd listen to your words, but not truly hear them. They might try to repeat what you say, but they'd add their own spin. They would wonder how you have what they can't find. Then, they might get jealous. That jealousy could turn to rage, and in their anger, they would try to convince you that you're the one who doesn't understand God. If they fail to steal your joy, they might try to harm you. Their rage would be that great. And when you tell them it doesn't matter, that not even death can take away your joy or change your truth, they would surely kill you. Then, seeing the peace with which you accepted death, they would call you a saint and love you all over again. It's human nature to love, then destroy, then love again the very thing we value most. But why? Why do we do this? Every human action, at its deepest level, is motivated by one of two emotions: fear or love. In truth, these are the only two emotions, the only two words in the language of the soul. They are the opposite ends of the great polarity that created the universe as we know it. These 2 points, the alpha and the omega, are what make our reality of relativity possible. Without them, no other idea could exist. Every single human thought and action is rooted in either love or fear. There's no other motivation. All other emotions are just variations of these two. Think about it deeply, and you'll see it's true. This is what we can call the sponsoring thought. It's either a thought of love or a thought of fear. It's the thought behind the thought. Behind the thought, it's the raw energy driving the engine of human experience. And this is how human behavior creates repeating patterns. Why we love, then destroy, then love again. It's a constant swing from one emotion to the other. Love sponsors fear, which sponsors love, which sponsors fear. The reason is rooted in that first lie we tell ourselves about God, that God can't be trusted, that God's love is conditional, and that the ultimate outcome is in doubt. Because if you can't depend on God's love to always be there, whose love can you depend on? If God pulls away when you mess up, won't other people do the same? And so, in the very moment you declare your highest love, you also encounter your greatest fear. After you say, "I love you," the first thing you worry about is whether you'll hear it back. And if you do, you immediately start to worry that you'll lose the love you just found. Every action becomes a reaction, a defense against loss even. As you try to defend yourself against the loss of God's love,